Today I want to review the Denon AH400 Urban Raver headphones. I realized that on YouTube there's not a lot of reviews out there, at least that are in English. And before I got these headphones, I searched and searched for reviews and I could not find them. And the ones that I found, they didn't have a lot of information in them. So hopefully I can cover everything in this video. First thing I want to talk about is the build quality, and then I'll cover sound, because those are the two main concerns of headphones. They're very plastic. Well, they have a lot of plastic on them. This is very sturdy though. The headphones are very sturdy. This is metal, and I'm doing this with my phone, so bear with me, please. This is metal and rubber. Looks like a rubbery plastic, and it has leather stitching. I don't think it's real, but there's not a lot of padding, as you can see on here. On the left side, it is for volume, next song, previous song, and you press this once, your music pauses. You press it twice, your music changes to the next song. You press it 3 times, and you go back to your previous song. So pressing this button, as you can see, pressing this button on the right side of the headphone. I'm sorry, this is the right side. Pressing the button on the right side gives you those functions. On the volume, this little knob right here rotates, so turn up your volume, and that's about it. On the left side, you can hold this down, and it gives you 4 brightness levels for the light, or you can just press it once and it goes off. What else? Oh yeah, this is a memory foam cushion, so it's very soft, and they feel extremely comfortable. I listened to them for about 2 hours, which was today. I was longboarding with them. Shockingly, when I have the light on, I get a lot of looks, and so these headphones are very stylish for actually nice quality headphones. So they're very comfortable. I wish the headband was a little big, because it's not that big. And yeah, on the left side, I believe, the left side, you have your charger, and that's it. On the left side, underneath here, you probably can't see it good. You have your volume, and you have your amp switch. You have your amp switch. I'm gonna turn it on, which you can see it turns on the light, which you can turn it off. So you turn it off from the left side here, and here's your brightness levels. And as you can see, those are 4 brightness levels, and you can just turn it off if you don't like the blue light. I personally love the blue light, so I keep it on. So that's the amp. It's kind of hard to reach, which I don't like, so you can miss it a couple of times, which I always do. Another thing with Android phones, this button, I've got it to work like pressing the button only. This doesn't work. I'm rotating, it doesn't work. But pressing the button, pressing it once pauses and plays. Pressing it twice changes to next song, and pressing it 3 times goes back to your previous song. So this doesn't work with Android. Volume doesn't work with Android, which is kind of disappointing, but you can do it from your phone pretty easily. So now sound quality. Let me grab my other headphones. I have the ATH limited edition red and black M50s, and they are real. So, and these are my second pair. My first pair broke, which was my fault. Pretty much, the wire has a shortage in it. I'm gonna get those fixed. But I got these last summer, so I have experience with headphones. I don't like the beats, personally, but I'll get to that in a minute. So I have the Denon AH D400 ravers and the m50s. Obviously these have more padding on them, so these are more comfortable. The padding on this is kind of stiff, and it does feel cheaper, and it's not memory foam. But the headband does have more padding, so when it comes into play, basically when you put them on your head, it's more easier to move around than this headband. So I like the headband better on these than on the ravers. These also feel more tough too. Let me see if I can give you a comparison with. So these kind of feel cheap, but the sound quality. If you're looking for headphones that sound really sharp and clear, then look elsewhere. But these sound pretty clear. The highs are actually pretty good. The M50s are obviously better because they're made for professional monitor on purpose. But these are just made to have fun with your music and enjoy listening to your music. So you can listen to music with the M50s too, but you probably won't really enjoy it if you like a lot of bass, which I do in some cases. The bass on these headphones is very boomy, and when I mean boomy, it's not gonna be hitting hard like the Beats Pros or Studios or any other bassy headphone. These are extremely boomy. On the bass, it's not gonna have a thump to it. It's just boomy. Like if you're at a club, it sounds exactly like it. The bass can also produce different tones. So your bass isn't gonna sound the same on every song. Which is a good thing, because every song doesn't have the same bass, which the Beats artificially produce like heavy bass, and the bass sounds the same on every song, such as the So Ludacris or any other celebrity endorsed product. So with these can make different beats, different tones. You can probably use them in the studio for mixing. So the bass is very fun, it's very club-like, and it does hit hard. So, and the bass doesn't cover up any of the mids, any of the highs, vocals. It doesn't cover up anything. Matter of fact, when you turn the amp off, the bass is pretty much gone. So I turn the amp off and the bass disappears. When you turn the amp on, the bass comes and it hits hard. And also when you turn the amp on, it makes it significantly louder and more clear. Listening to music like Coldplay, Adele, I wouldn't buy these for those. I was listening to Vita La Vida. I think that's the name of it. I always get confused with it, and I couldn't hear a lot of the instruments like I can with the M50s. Now, when I was listening to Up in the Flames by Coldplay, it sounded pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, and I'm not really biased. If I was biased, I wouldn't have two different brands of headphones that are really high end. So now listening to hip hop, rap, pop, techno, dubstep, electronica, they sound, man, like they sound really good. So if you like vocal music, you probably won't like these. Of course, turning out the amp makes the bass disappear. So without the amp on, the bass does disappear. With the amp on, you're getting a lot of bass. But even though the amp off makes the bass disappear, they're still not going to be as clear as other headphones, such as the M50s. I love both of these headphones, but for different reasons. I like these because it has the controls on it. I don't have to get my phone out every time. And the style looks like, compare these to the M50s, the style is like night and day. Like, these look like they're fun to listen to. They look like they just look better in my opinion. These are bigger than the M50s too. Padding and like everything's bigger than the M50s besides the headband. If you want to know anything else about these headphones, I'll do a review with them. But leaking, they leak about on the same. The Denons might be a little worse, but the reason why, because they have more bass. If the headphone doesn't breathe, then you're gonna mess up the speakers in them. So every speaker has to breathe. These are 50mm drivers. These are 43, I believe. 43 versus 50. And what that means is, the bigger the driver, the bigger the speaker in these headphones, which is called the driver, means you're going to get a bigger sound. So yeah, these are louder and require less power than the M50s do, probably because of their built-in amp and the bigger driver. So on a portable device, which is my Galaxy S3 I'm using to record right now, these are louder, way louder than the M50s, probably about 50%, about probably 45%, 50% louder than the M50s on a mobile device. So to me, that's a pretty big difference. So, but again, very plasticky, but they seem like they'll last a long time. They don't collect a bunch of fingerprints, but they do collect fingerprints. So yeah, if you have any questions, I will answer them. I promise you I will. So answer any questions about the Denon AH D400s or the Audio-Technica M50s. These are not fakes. I know what fake is. So, oh yeah, people say these are heavy. When I have them on my head, they were not heavy. I would say you feel the weight more on these, and these do feel heavier than the Denons do. So yeah, ask me any questions you want about either of these headphones, and I will either make a video about it if you want me to, or I will comment in the comment section answering questions. So please give this video a thumbs up. This is my second review, so I hope I did okay. Well, thank you.